Hey everybody, my name's Hunter Wayne. I'm the publisher, the editor, and the writer of the Artech magazine, and I wanted to just use this video as a guided tour to show you like some of the stuff that you can expect with your purchase of this magazine. Right away, it's pretty easy to spot. You could rip into it to get to the magazine inside, but we already have content for people who purchase the magazine to interact with as soon as it comes in the mail. All you gotta do, pull out your phone, NFC reader, put it up against a sticker, and you're gonna be given a link to a variety of stuff that only people that purchase the magazine will get. And for this one, we got a couple of variant covers. I think we can get into those right quick. Cover A is a piece done by Gomtoem, an AI artist I found on Instagram who makes some really beautiful and some really violent stuff. He shares with us in the magazine about how he's able to bypass a lot of the roadmaps that Midjourney gives you to just make some stuff that the average user wouldn't be able to put together, like this. Cover B, the co-creator of Slipknot, Imshan Cran, has been gracious enough to give us some imagery that we have included on the cover of this magazine, as well as on the inside in his interview on both versions of the magazine. Speaking of exclusives, I think this is a good time to talk about those. Christian Faber, the co-creator of Bionicle, talks about his video game film hybrid called Rebel Nature, as well as describing his process of storytelling, whether it's on an independent artist level or working alongside major companies like Lego. Imshan Cran, as a good bead side to that, talks about exploring various art forms to convey your ideas, as well as diving a little into his passion project film called Demon Work. That was super exciting. The Kinetic Canvas, I'm the most proud of this one as a journalist because I feel like I put together 7 of the world's best stop motion animators to talk about one of the best art forms in film. I'm gonna have their names here for those that aren't familiar with any of those names. I highly recommend you look into them. They're the best in the biz. Tony Gardner talks a little bit about how Daft Punk's feature film Electroma started out as a music video and built its way up over time, as well as some of his other collaborations that he's done with the guys throughout the years, even starting with creating their iconic robot look. Homer Flynn, the manager and the spokesperson for the Residents, goes into the development of Freak Show, a CD-ROM game that was, I think, their first foray in the game development. And that's just like some of the exclusives that I don't really see being talked about in the news much. There's still plenty of other awesome people that I was fortunate enough to talk to, and I'm gonna have their names here. And if any of the stuff that I talked about with those interviews sounds cool to you, I have bite-sized versions that you can go check out right now over at the artech.news if you're not quite sold on the interviews alone, but are still curious. At the end of the magazine, I got this comic book album hybrid called The Ignition I was putting together since the start of COVID. Finally done, finally printed, looks beautiful, sounds great, and we have a MIDI player that combines these two things together in a seamless way that allows you the opportunity to choose your storyteller. Who are the storytellers? I'm going to have their names here because you might recognize, if not their names, you definitely recognize their voices if you've played games like the Halo franchise or Death Stranding or seen films like Mandy. You're familiar. But yeah, I'm super proud and happy to have finally had this come out after a year of hacking away at it, mostly myself. I've had some help, and to the people made putting this thing together possible, you know who you are. I credit you on the intro of this thing, thank you. And if you've liked anything that I talked about or you're curious, visit the artech.io. I got all the details and all the little bits for you there. And yeah, spread the word, and thanks for watching.